Howdy, everybody. RevivalHouse.net here with the commentary. We are going to switch gears yet again. Big surprise with a little comedy action. We're either horror or we're just straight up 90s nostalgia. And this time around, we're going to be doing Liar, Liar. And it's going to be myself and Zach. Riverman isn't here this evening. He's got some Mother's Day business going on because as of this recording, it is Mother's Day. So on that note, if you really love your mother, you would introduce her to our podcast. Mm-hmm. But as far as comedies go, it just kind of depends on our mood. And I think what it comes down to right now is the sun's still out. We usually record much later. And,
not for me.
Oh, is it for you? Well, who cares about you? For me, though, I got the sun still beaming at me from my office window here. And it kind of puts me in a different mood,
Wait a minute. How is the sun still up for you if the earth is flat?
That's a good point.
That fucking rapper lied to me.
It's that question. Really quick, the last commentary we did, Freddy's Dead, The Final Nightmare. We did that one. That was cool. Had a little bit of an audio scafu that I kind of hated towards the end on my end, but it turned out really well. We had a little bit of commentary on that one as well. We had someone, Bradley Taylor. Thank you for listening. He had recommended, asked, have you guys thought about doing a commentary for Wes Craven's New Nightmare? And then I addressed it saying, I think we all have different opinions, kind of like how he spoke in the last podcast about that movie. I think I like it definitely more than Riverman does. I know there's qualms about the makeup and whatnot. It's a little dated, I think.
Yeah.
But, and I asked him what he felt about it, and he kind of made a good point. I said, how do you feel about the movie? And he said, I'll actually quote him. He said, I would say it's the most creative and original of the sequels. I'll give him that. And he said, plus it's a better homage to the original movie than that remake was, which is true as well.
Yeah.
All very good points. And I think the points that we were trying to make when we were recording with Riverman was, I wasn't trying to take any credit from it. It's very unique, very meta, and it obviously kind of set up what was coming later with like Scream. But whatever. I would love to do New Nightmare. I don't even know why we didn't bring that up when we were doing so much talking about it. But, I'm gonna eat you up.
That's on Netflix too, so we can just watch it on there.
Is it still? Did they take it off? Because I know they put the original Nightmare on Netflix now.
We should do them both.
Yeah, I know they had Nightmare 2 on there for a while, even though we've already done that one. But anyway, so just to address the last one, we're going to shift gears, obviously, and we're going to do Liar, Liar. I don't want to waste too much time into it. I want to get into it. Are we ready? Fall Out Boy, are we ready? All right, so is this a rip from the Blu-ray?
Yep.
All right, I'm just going to assume we click play, and it's going to go right into the 90s Universal logo.
Yep.
Okay, so we're just going to do a 3, 2, 1 play and get right into it. 3, 2, 1, play.
Yeah.
WORK. Work. I always think of that. That's just something ugly people say. When it comes to comedies, there tends to be a bit of an issue sometimes. We're always scared that it's just going to be a big quote fest. And you guys can't necessarily hear all the movie on the podcast, especially on YouTube. And it just kind of sounds like a couple of dicks quoting the damn movie. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try not to do that. But I think it's a testament to how good some of these old movies are. It's what I like in a comedy anyway. Let's see here. This is prime Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey was peak form from like 94 to... I know in like 1998, 99, he was doing things like The Truman Show, and he kind of started to flirt with the drama side of things. But I think real peak Jim Carrey was 94, 97.
I like The Truman Show.
Yeah, I watched it once. Maybe I need to revisit it. I never watched The Majestic.
Me neither.
I watched Man on the Moon. It was okay. The Andy Kaufman story.
Never seen that either.
It's okay. He's a liar.
What's this little shit from?
Nothing else. You're confusing him for Jake Lloyd. Those two shits would.
He's from something, ain't he?
Yeah, he's from Liar Liar.
I think he's something else.
You mean a lawyer? I'm sorry. There's going to be a little bit of me quoting the movie. Some of the dialogue is a little hammy. It's like, what kid would fucking say? That kid, I always thought, there's no way that kid's that big of a dumbass. My dad's a liar. Hey, that's Tex Cobb.
Yeah.
Shaved head Tex Cobb.
From
how's my hair look? From Ace Ventura fame and Ernest Goes to Jail fame.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we still have some requests to do Ernest Goes to Camp. And I believe Ernest Scared Stupid were the two main ones, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should throw him a curveball and do a slam dunk, Ernest.
Yeah.
They'll be like, what the fuck? This isn't what we asked for. We do need to do an Ernest exploitation.
Yeah, we do. Except
I would stop at a couple of places. No Ernest Saves Christmas for me. No Ernest. No Ernest Goes to Africa.
Yeah, we should do that. That'd be funny.
Ernest in the Ark. Just see how bad it is. I've never watched it. I still think they should have made Ernest Goes to Hell. It should have been at the end of Jason Goes to Hell. It should have been Ernest P. Worrell's arm that grabbed his mask. That would have been the ultimate crossover.
And instead of Freddy's laugh, you just hear Ernest. The mom's kind of a MILF.
Yeah, she was on news radio back in the day. Maura Tierney, I believe her name is, and then she was on ER for a long time.
My dad's a liar.
How do you rank this? I mean, like, to me, I think, honestly, it's a really kind of stupid, hammy premise. Like, I can imagine getting pitched this script, and the reason why it only works is it's because the idea of it. I mean, the story itself is kind of stupid. It's just the fact that, hey, it's an excuse to get Jim Carrey in a movie where he has to tell the truth, and it just spells slapstick. But
I guess it was they were inspired by Big, too.
Oh, okay.
Which was always a favorite of mine growing up.
But I think, obviously, Dumb and Dumber's tops. I don't know, man. Like, I think Ace Ventura When Nature Calls is funnier, but I think this is probably his second best movie, in my opinion. I don't like The Mask. I think the movie's kind of shit. The first Ace Ventura is funny, but it's a little dated. Boxes?
I'm on IMDb looking at some of this trivia. Steve Martin turned down the role.
A Fletcher Reed?
Yeah.
He turned... Wait, Jim Carrey was like hot shit, man. You're telling me he was the second choice?
He was a couple choices down. There's a couple of them here I'm reading.
Wow. So Steve Martin was number one. I guess around that time he was doing like Father of the Bride 1 and 2. So, I mean, he was out there. Who do they want after him? If it's Martin Short, I'm going to flip because...
The script wasn't always about a lawyer. Fletcher was almost a politician or real estate agent.
So they probably adjusted it with the actor.
Yeah. Hugh Grant was
no
considered.
Way. No way that would have... Yeah, I think with Hugh Grant, it would have been more of a sappy romantic comedy. The story itself is so stupid. The only reason why it works is because of the slapstick. That's it. So they needed a slapsticky guy.
Yeah. They never considered Pauly Shore, it looks like.
I wish my dad took me to wrestling. Tom Shadyac, what all has he done? I know he's done a lot.
I'm still looking for this fucking little kid.
This black guy, he killed himself. You remember that? He committed suicide. I don't remember if it was like self-asphyxiation or what it was, or if it was just like legit suicide. But I just remember reading a story about it years ago. Liar, liar, star, commit suicide. I'm like, and then I read the article and I'm like, star? Guy with one line.
What if it was the kid?
Oh, God. Sherry O'Terry. This is how you know a movie's dated and when it's dated to, judging by the bit players that were on SNL at the time.
Yeah.
Right? You see Sherry O'Terry in it, like, oh, okay, this is late 90s.
Oh, this kid was in Boy Meets World.
Okay. Like a cameo?
He's in Full House.
What? Dilf that guy. I can't wait till we get to the part. I mean, it's going to be when he can't lie, but we're going to see Emmanuel in space in the elevator. Do you remember that fucking show on Showtime?
No.
The softcore porn show, Emmanuel in space? And the chick in the elevator, I'd bounce those things like Sugar Ray Leonard.
Oh, she was in one of those Emmanuel movies?
Fuck yeah, man. She was hot as shit. I mean, she's insane. Doesn't she look like she's kind of a softcore porn star?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it. I just remember.
I mean, if I was her father, I would know that I just bred a porn star by the way she looks. Like, yeah, I'd be like, you were made for this.
So you'd look at a toddler and say that?
Then I would be your sleazebag manager. Exploiter. And of course, Greta, or Mrs. Selna from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire, yeah.
That's another one we got to do. Actually, I don't know why we haven't done Mrs. Doubtfire. I fucking love that movie, man. Mm-hmm. But it's so tough. Like, I know that movie front to back as well. It's like, it's everybody out there. It's a real conscious effort to not just quote this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's all I want to do right now. So I'm trying to talk about things other than it.
It's so much easier to do, like, I find it the easiest to do shitty movies for some reason. Do commentary.
Yeah, I know. Because we're less engaged. Like, sometimes when the movie's really good, you just want to watch it. Like I gotta hear this part.
Yeah.
Like the name of this podcast isn't like two assholes. Listen to two assholes. Listen to a movie. Watch a movie. It's stupid. Ha! I always loved her reaction when he fucking took it. She kind of looks like she'd have a penis. I mean, she's kind of got a deep voice. She's a little scary. And, I get it. He fucked her to try and make partner, but I don't know. How low are you going to go?
I've had better.
And, I've had better.
I've had better.
Come in this box. Yeah, I wish my dad took me to see wrestling, man. He's such an asshole dad. Dude, wrestling's coming to town. Raw and SmackDown's coming to town. And not that I'm super into it anymore or anything like that. I really never was huge into it. I'd still like to go. It's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
They got to, I don't know if they always do it like this, but they're doing Raw one night and then the next night doing SmackDown. Do they do that when they come to a city?
Not sure. I've never been to one.
I don't know if that's the typical way they do it, and it's like if you buy a ticket, it's for both shows.
You could go and get to see Bray Wyatt. He's like the most entertaining guy on there now.
I mean, it's what everybody says, man. You kind of remind me of a Bray Wyatt. You could be Bray Wyatt. That'd be your character, man. What would your wrestling character be if you got hired by WWE? By McMahon?
I don't know, man. I'd probably be like one of those guys that like plays on the whole nationalism angle. So I'd pretend like I was Cuban or something. It'd be like, fuck America.
Like the Iron Sheik or something?
Yeah.
Reza Ramon. Fucking Scott Hall didn't talk like that when he was Scott Hall. He's doing his like worst Tony Montana impression.
The pen is blue.
Why has he got so many computers?
See, I can't control it, dude.
I know. Well, at least you're quoting it at a sync. Scotty Burt.
Up until this point, this is also Jim Carrey's first role where he doesn't have fucking crazy hair and a big gimmicky character.
Really?
He's just kind of playing a normal guy.
Yeah, well, he's just kind of him too. This is kind of like how he acts like in real life when you see him on award show and just interviews. He's kind of just this guy.
Mm-hmm. The greatest fucking Jim Carrey character ever.
Stanley Ipkiss, dude. He was regular.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
I get it. The Mask was a crazy character, but when he was Stanley Ipkiss, he was even more normal than Fletcher.
Was that before this?
Yeah, that was like one of his big breakthroughs, man. If not the big breakthrough that made him like huge.
Okay.
Which I hate that movie.
I don't hate that movie. I haven't seen it forever though.
I don't like
One
it.
thing I think his best character wasn't even a character he played in the movie. It was when he showed up to the fucking award show with the huge beard and shit.
Yeah.
And people were like, who is that guy?
Oh, and he's like,
and then he
would it kill when he told MTV, would it kill you to play a little fog hat? That's when he was promoting Man on the Moon, and then like then it had like Courtney Love in the front row, like giving him like kissies or whatever. And I fucking hate that skank, man. She's horrible. I don't know how she ever got into movies.
I don't even know who the fuck she is. Oh wait, is that the person from Hole?
Yeah.
Hole.
You knew the name of her band, but not her name. That's crazy. Like she's more infamous than she is famous.
Yeah.
I show you a picture of Courtney Love. You're like, oh, that's the singer from Hole. Nobody does that. Whoa! This guy's like Clark Griswold times 10.
Mm-hmm. Tonight we can rub oil
all over your body?
A big rubber band around it. What's he talking about?
I don't know. I guess he's breaking the glove. I don't know. He's so gay, man. Like, I can't even believe he sticks his penis in her. Like, he seems like he'd be pounding Fletcher. Let's go play!
Or the kid,
Maximilian. He gives Maximilian nuts in his mouth. That was probably your line. I don't know why I'm fucking talking like you.
Maximilian.
Enjoy my wife. If I'm ever married and I'm ever in a situation where that line would work well, where like my wife was going off with somebody else, I would use that line all day long. Enjoy my wife. I didn't even think when we were sitting there doing the Jennifer Tilly impressions before we started the movie that subconsciously we were talking about Chucky, I think, and then she's in this movie too. 7.
I remember when Bride of Chucky came out, we watched it at my cousin's birthday party, and we all had the biggest crush on her tits, dude. Oh. I wish I sounded like her.
Why? I should have did a countdown like her. 3, 2, 1.
You never really killed anybody, did you? Did you pathetic slime? Is that what she says? I'm working up to it, babe. Damien, this nail polish looks awfully familiar. I love the look on Damien's face when she's like looking at the picture and he's like putting the napkin in his fucking shirt or whatever. And he's like, so was it bloody? It screams,
Did he scream a lot?
It's funny. No.
See, this is why I like to watch the movies before we do them.
Yeah.
So that I'm not just watching them when we do them here.
No, I actually watched this a couple weeks ago as soon as you load in the box, so it's pretty rough. But whenever I see this movie, it's like I watched it just yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
There's no... I always find it weird how there's a lot of actors and actresses that are much bigger mainstream-wise that just suck, And honestly, Jennifer Tilly's she's a pretty good actress. She plays her roles really well. And she's not exactly like, A-list. But she pretty much gave her career to Child's Play.
Yeah.
And that's so weird. But she's I don't know. It just this is coming on the whim of I just read an article where I guess it was today that Darren Aronofsky kind of surprise released that he made a movie. He was kind of under the radar, and it's got Jennifer Lawrence in it. I'm like, fuck. Okay, well, there goes the trend of pretty much every other one of his movies being good, Because I won't.
Maybe he'll get a good performance out of her.
I won't. Dude, he's fucking her, dude. Give me a break. He is. They're fucking. They're like together. Yeah, right.
He got a good performance out of Natalie Portman. She's really hit and miss with her acting.
But I just don't like her. I don't like. There's nothing likable about Jennifer Lawrence. Nothing. And I don't know. I won't be seeing it. Like, there's certain movies that I just don't watch because of certain actors. And it's a shame that I don't even give the movies any sort of benefit of the doubt, but that's just the way it is, man. I pretty much turn away any Nicolas Cage movie these days, you know?
Fuck you.
You know what that sounded like?
Nick Cage is fucking... The Cage. What does it sound like?
Oh, I don't even... Never mind. I don't think you know it. Never mind. I was trying to go somewhere with Limp Bizkit with that, and it failed in my mind. I was trying to find a way to bring up Durst.
Durst should have directed this movie.
Oh, God, we should do a Durst movie. We should do The Long Shots, man, or Education of Charlie Banks. Dude, yeah, Fred Durst should have been fucking the Gipper there.
This guy, yeah. He should have played Max.
That makes no sense.
It would have been funny.
Makes a lick of sense. Put it there, partner. So if Pauly Shore was in this movie, would it just turn into jury duty? Like, no, I think how far down the list was Pauly Shore from getting the role?
I looked. I didn't see him on there.
Case. I mean, like, you could see Pauly Shore doing this movie. It would be a lot. The quality would have been impacted.
It would have been a better movie.
What's he working on anyway? We do enough talking about him, but we don't even know what the fuck is he working on any projects, or is he just doing his running the comedy store and just doing his normal shit?
Hello.
Maximus. This kid was in that shitty straight-to-video Dennis the Menace sequel.
Oh, was he? Yeah, I guess I do kind of recall that.
What'd you think of the first Dennis the Menace movie?
I didn't watch that shit, man. With Walter Matthau?
Fuck you.
I never watched it.
It had him. It had Christopher Lloyd as the fucking bad guy.
I love seeing the fucking look on that fucking clown's face, like he really is invested in that shit. Like, oh.
Oh, give
at this
him
exact
the fucking
moment,
Oscar.
I wish they could go to whatever he's doing, and he's probably drinking the cum out of her asshole, letting it roll back into his mouth.
I would with the mom.
You know what's funny is, like, I know he's not a good dad, but he's not like a horrible dad. Like, you always see these movies where it's about the family and the dad thing, kind of like Jingle All the Way with Howard. You know, like, oh, he's the worst fucking dad ever, but this is kind of like that. Well, except, Howard's not divorced, but you know what? Maybe they're not like 100% there, but they fucking work a lot. And they not only do they put bread on the table, they put a lot of fucking bread on the table. You know how fucking huge Howard's house was in that movie? Do you know how awesome Jamie's fucking room was? Like, don't you think they get a raw deal sometimes by these fucking women?
Mm-hmm. Jamie.
And this too, though. Like, I know they're divorced and all, but who do you think paid for that fucking house she's in?
Yeah. Here's where the movie gets good. It's a quick setup, not too long.
Oh, it's perfectly paced.
Yeah, I watched that movie, what we were talking about with River at the Gates. Is that what it was called?
Oh, yeah.
Beyond the Gates.
I saw you. Yeah, not the band.
That movie was too much setup and not enough payoff.
Oh, yeah.
It was an interesting idea, though, so since it's streaming, I would say check it out if it sounds interesting.
God, what movie was it the other day that I was watching where if I recall, damn it, what is it? It's not a movie that I think was very good or well liked, but it was a movie that got right into it, though. I have to think. I know, man. She's gorgeous. I tried Googling what she looks like now. I mean, it's been 20 years, but I bet she's still fucking hot.
That's because you got nice jugs. I mean, your boobs are huge.
I mean, I want to squeeze them. Oh.
I wonder what she was even doing there. Because you never see her again.
What's her job?
Maybe she's just going to talk to a lawyer or something.
I don't know. She's probably an assistant or something like a. Yes, I got. I've always told my brother this guy plays the best fucking bum ever. Like literally, he should get an Oscar unless he's really a bum, kind of like the guy who plays the zombie in Return of the Living Dead, and they just pulled him off the street because he looks legit. What? Doesn't he fucking just like that's the role he's born to play?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a bum that was that dirty? Like I think they overdid it.
Yeah. Who's the guy they always get to play bums in movies? George Buckflower or whatever his name is.
I don't know who that is.
Buck was like his it's like a nickname. He was in Back to the Future. Crazy drunk driver.
Yeah.
He's in all kinds of stuff as a homeless guy.
Oh wait, is he also in Beethoven as the homeless guy?
He might be. He plays homeless guys all the time.
Hey,
he's in Wishmaster.
Good work.
They Live was another one.
I'm gonna look his face up right now because I can't quite put my face on it. Put a face on him.
I will take his face off. So it only lasts 24 hours. You think he just like, I'm really
Calling
fucking sick.
Yeah. I was thinking of that when I watched it last time. Like it's only, first of all, he doesn't know it's a 24-hour thing. But even if you didn't know it was a 24-hour thing, you think you would be going straight home. You'd go straight home and be like, look, I got explosive diarrhea.
But he can't lie, so he wouldn't be able to say it.
Oh, yeah. Well, then why can't he have Greta lie for him?
Yeah.
Why? There's so many flaws to this. Like, he doesn't have to lie to tell Greta to lie for me.
Yeah.
Just tell her, hey, look, I'm not really sick today. Yeah, but we need to cover for me. That wasn't even him not telling the truth to lie. That was him calling out a lie. Actually, that was him calling out an opinion, right?
He must know something about him or something.
Why is he saying it like that? Like, because it makes no sense, because throughout the whole movie, you see him like, telling the truth, but he's very reluctant to do it. Like, he's an insufferable bastard. You know, he doesn't want to spit it out, but he has to. And this one, he just got all cocky. I'm a little upset about you think he'd be trying to hold it back.
He could get out of there pretty easily if he just started telling the truth about what the judge has done. Like whatever dirt he has on the judge. He probably would have lost his job.
I love it. Later on, he's like, because it's devastating my case. Overruled. That's the reason why.
I can't lie. Commendable, Mr. Reed, but I'm glad to hear good cause. Now, do you have one or not? Not. Most evidence denied.
I don't think so, Your Honor. My client has already offered Mrs. Cole $2.4 million, but Mr. Reed has made it abundantly clear that he has no desire.
Saddles. Yeah, man, I watched this movie. She plays such a good fucking sleazebag, dude. Like, you can't. What state are they living in, by the way?
I'm not even sure. I
know the judicial system will ultimately side in the mother's favor, but I mean, there's certain states where I literally think in her case, a sleazebag would get away with what she does. You know, the marriage could end in her infidelity, and yet she'll still take the father through the ringer, custody and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's really. Can you imagine, dude, if this is what you got called on that jury duty, dude, and there's this fucking whacked out guy. So I don't understand. His curse is he has to tell the truth, not act like a fucking idiot. I don't understand it. Like, like, you know what I'm saying though? Like, what does telling the truth have to do with the way he exited that courtroom? I'm reading what I saw.
Hey, dude, remember that time we were going to record this earlier and you like fell asleep? That was funny.
What, last night?
Little behind the scenes.
Yeah, we were gonna record on our typical Saturday night, and then I was exhausted, and then I thought I could take a nap, and I never woke up from the nap. Hey, he sounds like those fucking pig core vocalists. You know, those fucking vocalists.
Mm-hmm. The pen is blue.
Like, this part's just totally fucking earnest shit, man. Where this fucking hand gets possessed and sort of... it's so weird. Like, how does the hand turn on him? The pen, I don't...
That'd be funny if he put it in his mouth and it broke, like Ernest.
I think they should have crossed universe and Ernest should have been on the jury. Break it off, sorry.
And then Ash's hand could have showed up in the crossover.
He couldn't tell it was right and blue. He was surprised. This is so stupid. Like, what the fuck is going on here? This has nothing to do with telling the truth.
I guess he's just putting this, he's doing this just to entertain himself.
He did that quick.
Apparently it says BB King somewhere on his face.
What kind of weird fucking Easter egg is that?
I guess because he plays the blues.
Yeah, but like, who thought that was a funny idea?
I don't know.
Stick with them. Got it. And your mother called. Are you still on vacation?
Hey, it looks like he's a fucking ISIS dude. Look at him.
Yeah. I'm looking at pictures of that elevator chick on Google now, and I'm seeing her fucking another chick with a strap on, dude.
Jeez.
It's cool. Oh, yeah.
Audrey? Fletcher, hi. Are you still picking Max up from school today?
Here's the thing, I really can't. I had a case I was certain would settle, and it didn't, and I have to go to court this afternoon.
Right.
It's true.
I just think Pamela Springsteen's really good in this movie.
River, for fuck's sake, man. He's always talking about Pamela Springsteen when he's not here. What the fuck? Beef, 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 beef or pork. Spit it out. Beef, 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 beef. You gotta leave it in all your fuck ups. But. It's like the remix, dude. What? Go ahead. Now you can do it. What? That was it.
I'll suck your dick.
Make you feel real good. This kind of reminds me of a little bit like an Ivan Reitman movie.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of vibe. What else did Tom Shadyac do? I know he's done a lot.
He did all of the early
SNL type movies, right? Or did he do?
He did Ace Ventura, the first one, I think. Here, I'll look. Shadyac. Bruce Almighty. Patch
Oh, that's
Adams,
right. That's right.
Ace Ventura,
Patch
Evan
Adams,
Almighty.
man, that movie sucks.
Never seen it.
It's garbage.
Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
Oh God.
I remember liking that movie all right. The guy gets fucked by a gerbil.
No, Eddie Murphy's kind of like Chris Rock for me, where their stand-up was hilarious, but they can't make a good movie to save their life. The best Chris Rock movie he ever did wasn't even his movie. It was Beverly Hills Ninja. And it wasn't even like he was funny in it or anything, you know? Riding the coattails of Chris Farley.
Damn, Reggie, I heard of dreadlocks, but shitlocks?
Holy hell! Like, she had a really stone cold reaction to him just freaking out as soon as she opened it. Look at that. Look, they look like Christian Bale as a stunt driver. See, I don't know. I think he gets props for being a pretty good dad just because he clearly cares, you know? I mean, I think there's worse things you could be than a workaholic, you know? And these movies always portray that as like the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's not like he's fucking raping the kid. I mean, I know how much you'd enjoy this movie much more, but he's not. That's a good line. Do you think the officer would have a sense of humor if you did it and you quoted the movie and you did just like him?
Who knows? Depends on what cop you get.
If he was young, you'd have to get real lucky that he's seen the movie and you got to recite the whole scene. That dude's got a butt chin.
Well, now he can wipe his nose and his ass at the same damn time.
I always like that little bit where he just fucking shoved in his face. The fucking money.
Wait, I just had an insight into myself. I'm crazy. You call me up and say, wait right there. I'll be right over. And here's the crazy part. I actually wait.
I can explain this, though.
I have missed a department meeting. I have...
See, I keep catching myself just watching the fucking movie. Damn it. I keep
You have no idea what this means to me.
How do you sleep at night?
Oh, this scene's awesome.
I'm taking this.
How do you sleep at night?
I'm taking this. I was thinking of this scene right here.
You scratched my car.
Do you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
Nothing.
This fucking guy looks like a drunk. You know what? If this guy can afford a car like that, he can afford to get a touch-up paint on it to cover up that scratch.
Just drag you out of my life, and you probably won't show up. And if I finally got the judgment, you just stiff me anyway. So what I'm gonna do is piss and moan like an impotent jerk, and then bend over and take it up the tailpipe. You've been here before, haven't you?
See, I look at people like that. I look at people like that actor who plays that guy who just threw the keys at him, and they don't really look like actors. Like, I wonder, how do guys like that get into acting? Because they look like those kind of actors that just got picked up off the street. You know?
I mean, he's just so not me.
Yes, that's one of his best qualities.
Yeah, but he's kind of. I'm sorry.
You're wrong. Sometimes, maybe, yes, he is a little bit...
Magoo.
Yes.
Magoo!
Magoo.
What's Jim Carrey doing these days? What's he got going on? I mean, literally the last thing I remember him doing was Dumb and Dumber 2, and it's been a couple of years. And
Has
it's
it?
been, I mean, what, 2014? Maybe
Yeah.
early 2015? But, like, I don't know. I feel like when he made Dumb and Dumber 2, that was kind of that was his sort of like ace in the hole. Like, hey, my career's going down the shitter a little bit. I need a revival. So let me go ahead and pull out a sequel to an old movie.
He had 2 movies came out last year.
Did he? What movies were those?
The Bad Batch and True Crimes.
I've never heard of any of those. What the fuck?
Neither have I.
Was he like the lead?
Yeah, and True Crimes, he's right on the front of the poster I'm seeing.
What? No way.
It doesn't look like a comedy.
I gotta look him up.
Throwing myself on the mercy of the court. I lost you. Please, don't make me lose Max too.
Let's see. Because if that's the case, man, I mean, Jim Carrey is over.
He was in a movie with the Reeves.
God.
The Bad Touch. It says it came out in 2016, but now it says it's coming soon.
So he was in a movie with the Reeves pre-John Wick. Yeah, that tells me.
Well, John Wick came out in like 2015, didn't it?
I don't know, man. I'm sorry, but I don't know. The Reeves was cancer for a while, man. You know that.
The Reeves is great, man.
That doesn't mean he wasn't shunned by Hollywood. Let me see.
Why haven't we done Bill and Ted yet?
Because there's only so much time in the day. We should though.
That reminds me, we should pimp our Patreon.
What Patreon?
I made a Patreon for us.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. It's www.patreon.com/
Mac and Zach.
Revival House is the best.
Shut
Go to
up.
that. And I wrote down some of the stuff I'm going to put. It's not up there yet, but I wrote down some of the stuff. Okay. $500,000. I will kill Aaron. You know who you are. You people listening that don't like Aaron, maybe he's just your least favorite Revival House guy. I'll off him for you. $500,000.
How much to kill yourself if they don't like you?
And for $700,000, I'll kill Riverman.
Why has he got a bigger bounty on him?
I don't know.
Jeez. I bet you if we did, I don't know if he'd like hearing this, but I bet you if we did a poll, I bet you Riverman would be dead last. I know that sounds narcissistic of me, egotistical of me, but I think River will be dead last.
He'll be alive longer than both of us, or he'll die first.
I don't know.
He'll be last in the poll.
I don't know.
And for $800,000 a week, we will never stop doing the show. We will make it our job.
$800,000 a week?
Yeah.
That would officially put us, I think, in the 1%. That's crazy.
Yup.
That's just something ugly people say.
So go to, what was the link I said? Patreon.com/Revival House is cool or something like that.
You said the best. Quit
Okay.
you're outing yourself right now.
YouTube isn't giving us all that money anymore. We ain't getting all that ad revenue. You see all the people talking about that now on YouTube?
Yeah, the whole YouTube kind of changing its format a little bit, the way they monetize, and pretty much catering to the advertisers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bending over for the advertisers. I forget about this part all the time.
We need to get sponsors like the Fleshlight,
What the fuck?
AdamandEve.com.
No, don't be. God, no.
You can buy. We're gonna show you something to fuck yourself with, and we're gonna get money from it. From it.
No, it's all right, man. You know what's funny is though, like with the whole YouTube thing, it's all the people that do Patreon, and have Patreon backers, yet they still monetize their videos.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. Doesn't it seem like I guess the Patreon backers have extra perks. They probably have ways of seeing that stuff early and without that stuff. I don't know.
They do special episodes just for them. So it's like, guys, we'll do a Biodome commentary and you gotta pay us for it.
That's about what it would fucking take.
No, you're gonna watch it for free, bitch.
Yeah, there's been too many requests.
I'll tie you
for it.
down and put that fucking thing from Clockwork Orange on you.
There's been too many requests, so yeah, I definitely want to do it.
I hate myself on commentaries. Like, I hate when I'm just watching the fucking movie.
Well, don't be a
I have
dick,
nothing
man.
to
Don't be
say.
a dick. Don't be a dick. Tell us what you see in the scene, man. Do a little I Spy. Notice something you never seen before. Look at those people in the background, little computers. You ever notice those people? I never did.
They're like the fucking people in the background on like the shows like Unsolved Mysteries. Or what show was it where they had the people in the back?
Oh, like fake
America's
working?
Most Wanted.
When Robert
Yeah.
Stack was hosting it, there's like the fake people taking calls.
Yeah.
The fake people on typewriter. They look like they're like dispatchers, right? Like
Mhm.
fake, like taking fake emergency calls.
You still been watching that on
No,
Prime?
I kind of stopped, man. And it's not because I binge watched the first season, and I think I kind of got it out of my system a little bit. I tried when 2 got up there, season 2 on Prime. I started watching it, but I was just kind of zoning out. But now I think I'm ready to watch it again. I think I just kind of forgot about it, but now I think the break is over because I've been wanting new stuff to watch, and I end up just watching the same old shit, man. Like I kind of binge watched the last couple weeks Futurama. Like, how many times can I watch Futurama? But I should watch Unsolved Mysteries. Do they have more than the first 3 seasons yet, or no?
I think they put 4 on there.
For real?
Too,
Well, I got a lot.
maybe.
Had a lot of binge watching to do then. But I kind of like. I know River was talking about Shudder, and I had Shudder at a point. I gave it a college try, and I watched the couple of movies I felt were worth a damn on there, and I didn't really get much use out of it. But now he's saying like The Fog's on there, and what else did he say? He's saying there's some good movies on there, so I'm tempted to sit there and get it for like I don't know.
Phantasm.
Yeah, Phantasm.
That movie we were gonna do for Hobo's on there too.
How come you guys didn't do Hobo yet? Weren't you guys supposed to do your Leatherface?
I want to. I'm ready. Well, first we were gonna do Island of Death.
But you guys were
And
going to do it, and your
Leatherface.
internet went out, right?
Yeah, during the storms.
Man, fuck you, nature. That's the reason why
Mhm.
you folks out there don't have the Hobo revival. But what about the comeback episode I did with River? Where's that? Did that ever get posted?
It's on the podcast,
But it never
thing,
went
not
on YouTube.
Do you want me to put it on there too?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Here's your raise. I mean, Riverman has an episode of Hobo that's not on YouTube too, and I've been driving him up the wall to give it to me so we can put it up there because it's like there's the first 2 on there, and then he never put the last episode with Bat.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's on the iTunes and all that stuff, of course, but
You should get them to send me the picture to use, and I'll put them both on there. The picture for the
Better Ask Yo Mama.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll see if he still has it.
And a $900,000 suit.
How much?
I just made up a number.
Sounds
I
like you
always
said-
forget. I actually say that all the time when I'm talking to people. Like if I'm begging them, I'll get on my knees and say that.
I'd got him 10.
Like when I'm begging chicks to sleep with me, I do it.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's just being modest, folks. He gets all the trim.
Yeah, just you do funny stuff like that, and you get to fuck as many bitches as I do. Probably like 2 times more. But 2 times 0 is still 0. So extremely.
This is probably my favorite scene in the whole movie.
See, if this is real life, he'd just be gone. He would have just ran away from work.
Yeah, why is he following her? He's not like he's not
Because
under mind control.
that'd be a boring movie if he just left. We want to see him go through this wacky.
You're a real card, Reed. Me and River say that all the time. What I don't understand is at the end of the movie, like, the son of a bitch pulled it off, and he's like, put her there, partner, and that whole thing. Like, I get it. He won
pulls his hand away.
Yeah, it's funny, but I get it. He won the case, but why would he make that asshole partner? He still witnessed what he did that entire trial. You stuffed her like a Thanksgiving turkey. All that shit. Like, that's the guy he offered partner to. And really, it's not like he won the case off of, skill or persuasion. He won it off of a last minute technicality that, it's just that you think would have came up already. I love this. I love a good roast. 2 Simmons. You know that black guy right there at the table?
I missed him.
Oh, he's the only black guy at this boardroom. He played you remember that show, Disney show, Umba Macumba?
What was it?
Yeah, that black guy's Umba Macumba. That brief show was on for like a year or two on Disney Channel.
Yeah, I vaguely remember
99, year 99, 98. Fucking Orville Redenbacher looking dude. She's the one of the Christmas. Oh.
Look at his face.
Oh, it's funny. He's like fucking breathing on him. You're gonna see Umba Macumba.
Hill crossing the highway. I don't know whether to comb it or scrape it off with a shovel and bury it alive. Loser! Idiot! Wimp!
There it is.
Degenerate!
Ha! I'll see you later, dickhead. Dickhead. So silly.
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
The fuck?
I didn't even mean to hit that button.
What
but
was that from?
That was a real news story. Guy said it like that.
Play it again.
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
God.
It's funny because if you watch the whole thing, all that happened was he was reading the teleprompter and he forgot to put like a pause between saying Dana's off and then going to the next story.
Oh. So it was do it again. I gotta hear it one more time now that I know in context.
Good evening, I'm Ken Bastida. Dana is off tonight. He was murdered and then set on fire while celebrating his birthday.
Did he make a correction after that during the broadcast? Like, hey, I'm sorry, folks.
I don't know.
Like, because you can imagine the phones were ringing off the hook. Like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't have corrected that. I would have laughed my ass off once I realized I did that.
Those are so entertaining when you go on YouTube and watch those compilations of newscaster fails.
Yeah.
They're so funny. I mean, they're awesome. I don't know why this is making me think of it, but that kind of guy on the witness stand or whatever it is, the testimony stand, he kind of reminds me of Doug Bradley. Not really, but kind of. I don't know why, but it made me think that we got the Mad Monster Convention here coming up this next weekend, and that's where Doug Bradley's doing the Pinhead makeup for the first time since ever. You know?
Oh yeah.
And man, they teased it. And it's ridiculous. I don't remember how much it was exactly. It's like $500, dude, for a photo op with him in the Pinhead costume. I'm like, fuck that. Like, I love the movie, man. I don't have to take a picture with the guy. But
if time allows.
Yeah, if time allows. And but they did a little Facebook Live tease where they put him in the makeup on Facebook Live, and there's pictures out there of it. And I'm disappointed. Like, I wouldn't pay $500 for a photo with prime era Pinhead from like the late 80s, let alone fat, soggy Pinhead. Like, he put on the makeup and he looks like old fat Pinhead. Like, he's got the fucking old man jowls and shit. And I'm like, no, I kind of thought with the makeup they'd be able to hide it because he
her tits.
He clearly
her tits look good.
What?
Her tits look good right there.
Oh, you're actually talking about the fucking movie. I'm trying to. No, but I'm saying like because you ever notice Pinhead in the old movies? He didn't really look like Doug Bradley. Like, he clearly was wearing some sort of prosthetic and they painted over it. It literally looked like he did. This one, he looks like fucking old, man. And back in the day, he was wearing the bondage suit and like he didn't have the, like, it's supposed to be like his skin underneath, where it showed like his chest and his nipples and all that, all the shit. Now it's like totally fake looking. It's like a fake white chest. It looks plastic. I don't know. He can command his prices if he wants. I'm sure Freddy kind of looked like that too. What did Freddy's cut? Did Freddy not look movie quality when he got into the makeup?
The makeup looked okay. Like, it looked more like the comedic makeup, but he was wearing like a sweatshirt from the convention rather than his actual movie shirt.
Oh, it's so stupid. Who would want that? He was wearing that for the pictures?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
I don't know if they just couldn't find a real Freddy sweater in time or what.
Dude, I'd be pissed, man. Like, if you're paying all those fucking prices and that part's ridiculous. The soap in the eyes. But no, like, if I was paying the hundreds of dollars that they were charging for a photo op of Freddy, you would want it to be fucking Freddy top to bottom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck is that?
I like how he never like thinks that maybe
what if some
this
of that
guy's
toilet paper was shitty?
I always like every time I've watched this. I remember watching this in the theater and thinking like, what if that guy's one of the people in his courtroom?
Oh yeah, I've never thought of that. I mean,
he never thinks of it either.
He let everybody out for a recess. You're busy thinking rational thoughts, and all I was thinking about was how come that toilet seat didn't have any pubes? Like, he's sitting there like putting his face on the fucking under the lid and everything where the pubes are.
Yeah,
and that's the cleanest looking toilet seat I've ever seen. Like, I wish when he dumped that trash can over his face, a piece of it was shitty toilet paper and was kind of stuck to the side of his face.
Apparently, yeah, they're the only courtroom that just sits there during the recess. But apparently all those there was no sound effects added to that scene. It was all really...
Well, I was under the impression that they probably did break and he was just really late. Because obviously they went looking for him.
Mm. Unless you can't proceed. If I was him, I wouldn't have
Why do you ask him? Why doesn't he do this? There's ways to tell the truth and gets what he wants. Why doesn't he go, sir, I would like a continuance, Like, I would appreciate a continuance. Because he does.
Yeah.
Like, it's so... He could have said it any time during all this.
Or just fake like he just, fainted or something.
Look,
you can't say anything.
So, no. He just asked him... He asked him and he answered truthfully. He went, yes, I can, but then he should have followed it up, but I would love it if I could have a continuance,
Yeah.
None of that would have been a lie. He's like, yeah, I could, but I would like it if I could have a continuance. I mean, it's so stupid. $1.
Dad?
Nobody wanted to call him a paramedic or anything, just check him out. He didn't want to go down to the police station or anything. You think mandatory? The judge would have delayed the proceedings. You know, You would think mandatory. We're going to resume tomorrow. He's got to go talk to the police and get checked up. This fucking guy looks like a porn star, man. He just looks like I could see him in like a fucking porn a million miles away. He's got that fucking weird ass like red heat haircut.
Fletcher's coming.
It's really like the same type of story. Like I could see Max on the phone yelling at his dad just like fucking Jamie did. Never keep your promises.
What would you know about keeping your promises? You never keep your promises.
Damn you, Howard.
They should have done a crossover with Fletcher from this movie and Fletch from the Fletch movies.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
I could have seen a young Chevy Chase doing this role. You know?
Mm-hmm. I can't ask a question if I know the answer's a lie. I like how he says it out loud to make sure the audience knows.
Does the
what's
Dumb and
going on.
Dumber again, the fucking throw up. I was going to say something. I can't remember what I was going to fucking say. I got thrown off by the vomiting thing. Oh, I was going to say Chevy Chase is one of those guys. He's really not funny in real life. He was only funny in certain characters and movies and when he has a script behind him and all that stuff. But like, man, have you ever seen that guy in an interview? First of all, I've seen him when he's just an arrogant asshole. And then I've seen him when he's trying to be funny and he's just not. Like nothing lands. He's not funny. And that's kind of the way Seth Rogen is too. It's like Seth Rogen in real life without a story, without a script. He's not very funny. They're just, I don't know.
I remember a long time ago, one time I had a dream that I was hanging out, like I was going to a Target with Chevy Chase, hoping that a friend would see me and be like, "Oh man, you know Chevy Chase?" And I'd be like, "Yeah."
He's like, all I gotta do is lie. Sounds easy enough. Doesn't it?
Does it? Yeah, last night, whenever we were going to do this, I had just gotten back from Walmart because I went to get more Fireball Z for when me and Mitchell do another drunken commentary.
Oh, yeah.
That was like the third time I went to try to get it because the night before I went at like 3 a.m. But guess what? You can't buy it at 3 a.m.
Yeah, like who are you going to buy booze from at 3 a.m? So that's a Brown Derby or whatever.
Why the fuck is that a law? I don't understand.
I don't know. It's probably because who are the people that are going to be buying booze after hours?
Me?
People that have already been
a
drinking.
Guy doing a podcast?
Yeah, you're a minority there. But it's going to be people that have already been doing drinking and they want to do more heavy drinking. It's going to be people that are looking to probably meet some 13-year-old girl on To Catch a Predator. Fucking trucker rapists. I mean, nobody needs to drink. I mean, I don't know. I totally understand the curfew laws on that stuff. Bad baby, bad baby.
You're anti-freedom. These collars don't run.
Nothing about anti-freedom, man. You can buy all the booze you want.
Don't tread on me.
You can buy all the booze you want before that curfew ends.
Communism. I live in a dry county, so I can't do it on Sunday either.
You ever seen those liquor stores with a drive-through window?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I think there used to be one here.
It's weird.
I up the braids out.
He's badgering the witness. It's his witness.
That reminds me of like, oh wait, you never watched Three's Company?
I've seen
Fucking
it.
pud.
I don't know. You probably couldn't call out too many episodes, and I'm gonna like be super aware of it. But I've seen it, of course.
That was something John Ritter used to do. Like he did it like twice in the show's run. Like he'd be talking to the blonde chick that's like the dumb character.
Yeah.
The first one, I don't even remember her name, Chrissy. And she'd say something really goofy and like, what the fuck is she talking about? And then he'd go, oh yeah, and then he'd just drop his head on the table. The joke was like, understanding it killed him or something. It's funny.
God, she's supposed to be 31. Does she look 31 to you?
I don't know. I'm bad with ages.
Dude, I'm fucking about to be 31 and I don't fucking feel it, man. I don't
decrepit
feel it at all.
fuck.
Did you see the picture I posted today?
Oh, yeah.
Where I'm clean shaven? Do I look like I'm 31 years old? I don't feel it.
No.
I don't look like, so if I was my age now in 1997, I would have been trying to hook up with Jennifer Tilly right there. I just don't look at her and think of as a, I don't know.
Look at them titties.
She needs to lose the haircut though.
I want
The Tinkerbell haircut. Is she part Asian?
I ain't trying to fuck her hair.
Is she like a quarter Asian?
Maybe.
Her mother's in Psycho.
Oh yeah. Was it her mom? Her sister?
Oh, was there a sister?
Yeah, Meg Tilly.
Oh. Was there a sister?
Yeah.
Let me see. My bad.
You like Psycho 2?
I love Psycho 2.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the whole series. I even like the third one.
Psycho 3 with Jeff Fahey.
Yeah, that's a weird one, dude.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not great. It's kind of odd. And then Psycho 4.
Yeah, it's really just like let's go full slasher, pretty much.
And then Psycho 4 is obviously the made-for-TV backstory movie, which is kind of interesting. You know.
Overruled. Mrs. Cole, answer the question.
1965.
Cool.
Get this straight. That would mean that you lied about your age to make yourself older.
I still need to get the fourth Blu-ray of Psycho 4.
I've seen that a couple of times. And back when I rented it a couple of times when I was like in elementary school, I never realized it was a TV movie.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird that I don't know. I just think it's weird. Anthony Perkins, his whole like legacy was down to that movie. And, his career really went nowhere after that. And it blows me away because
he got typecast. Yeah.
And
I wonder if that's going to happen to the kid that plays Norman in the TV show.
I don't
too.
think so, because he's playing a character that was already established. But it blows me away though, because Alfred Hitchcock, before that, he had worked with nothing but A-listers. Cary Grant, Jimmy Stewart a million times. He was working with the A-list, right?
Yeah.
The fucking A. And then he hires this newcomer, this fresh face, this unknown, and it's like, I don't know. It's just so weird. I mean, it's like arguably, I think there's other people that would debate whether Psychos is the best movie. I know there's a lot of North by Northwest fans. There's whatever, but like, and what Vertigo fans, but Psycho I still think is his most it's his most renowned, like it's his most commonly known, right? Pop culture.
It's one of my favorite top 5.
But it's got to be his most famous, and it just blows me away that his most famous iconic movie arguably features a guy that went nowhere else besides that. I don't know if that's a testament to how good the movie is that he got typecast or what. But
I remember hearing that most of his work was on Broadway and stuff like that, rather than in movies.
That's so crazy though. And then like I think when Psycho 4, he died shortly after Psycho 4. Was he suffering from AIDS and all that stuff and dying during Psycho 4?
I'm not even sure.
Was he pulling around Julia?
Was it AIDS that he died of?
Huh?
Did he die of AIDS?
Dude, I think he probably died of AIDS and cancer, but yeah, it's AIDS. Let me just double check. He was a homosexual.
Yeah, I remember that. I I'm not sure if he got AIDS, though. I don't remember.
Let me see. Oh, I'm 300% sure he did, but I'm looking it up right now.
I recently watched Psycho Legacy, which was like a documentary about the series that came out like before Never Sleep Again and stuff.
That'd be cool, man. Where'd you watch that? I'd love to watch that.
I've had it on DVD for a long time, and I forgot I had it.
Wow. I wonder where I could find that. You should upload that shit, man. I'd love to watch that.
Yeah.
Diagnosed with HIV during the filming of Psycho 4. Perkins died at his Los Angeles home on September 12th, 1992 from AIDS-related pneumonia at age 60. So... And his wife died in the September 11th attacks. And so that's very confusing. But I think he was homosexual. Like, he was married, but the AIDS came from, let's see, diagnosed with HIV during the Psycho. Wow, it didn't take him long to... Oh, so he must have been one of those cases where... Because a lot of people get diagnosed when it's too late and the symptoms show, you know?
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people don't even realize they have HIV until it's, like, breaking out into AIDS, which is sad because it doesn't really have any symptoms. Let me see. Yeah, so
I hold myself in contempt. Go ahead, sorry.
No, this is that big fucking Mrs. Doubtfire dramatic moment in the slapstick comedy.
I'm Osakin Psycho!
No, but Anthony Perkins, yeah, he was one of those guys where, like, I guess there was a biography created after his death called Split Image. And it was basically a thing about, like, he lived that double life, same-sex relationships. And he did that all the way through his late 30s. He was a lover of Rock Hudson.
Who?
Rock Hudson.
Who's that?
He was a huge celebrity back in the day. He was a closet homosexual. He was in movies like Pillow Talk, Giant. He was on the show Dynasty back in the day. But he was an older actor, but he was really popular. And yeah, and then so I guess late 30s. So I guess he must have.
Yeah, they talked about it in that documentary that, like, just a little bit before he died, he did a convention, a Fangoria convention for the first time.
Wow.
And was shocked at how many fans there were of the movies and stuff still.
Yeah. It says here that he reportedly had his first heterosexual experience at age 39 with an actress on location for a movie. And yeah, it's like right after that, he met a photographer, a woman, the next year, and that's who he married. Isn't that funny? He's like a homosexual that came out as straight.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? But yeah, man. So it always makes you wonder if, like, he gave his wife AIDS, you know?
Yeah, don't know. Is she still around?
No, I just told you she died in the 9/11 attacks, dude.
Oh, yeah.
She died in the 9/11 attacks. That's crazy.
Damn it, Zach, I swear, I think your brain produces a chemical that blocks out my voice.
But that's crazy, though. I mean, I'm sure the first thing she did was get checked. But they say the odds of catching it, like, and I'm not condoning it, but it's like 1 in 1,000. So, she very well could have been married to the guy and fucking never caught it.
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's like Siri, dude. It's like recording everything I'm saying on accident. I was asking Siri about the odds of getting HIV. And it was like, I looked at my phone and I'm fucking typing it all out as I'm talking. It's the Claw. This is the biggest douchebag move of the whole movie. He's trying to fucking take his dad's move. Dude, I would knock that guy. I would knock that guy flat on his ass. Wouldn't that piss you off? He looks like a little rapist. Look at him.
Yeah, we could, the Claw, man, we could take it, we could put oil on it and wrap a big rubber band around it. I still just wonder what the fuck that line is. I guess this guy says that people come up to him all the time and do his version of the Claw. Like, the Claw.
Oh, really?
I would do the rubber band line.
It's like Carrey Elwes. He was like almost a leading man. Obviously he was in like Princess Brides and Robin Hood Men in Tights, but other than that, he was just like, he had these co-starring bits after that. Look at this shit.
Look at him. I don't think I ever noticed that.
Really?
Him in the background.
Where'd you think he went?
I figured he just walked away.
That's pointless. Come on. Look at those ghetto old headphones. Back when they actually gave peanuts.
It looks like a doctor's stethoscope.
Those look so uncomfortable, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, try sleeping in those. What a dumb bitch. I want Arnold Schwarzenegger to turn around and threaten Max with a pencil and break it in half. From Kindergarten Cop. I'd love to do Kindergarten Cop. If we're going to do these shitty, like, 90s comedies, I'd love to do Kindergarten Cop.
We still need to do Mr. Nanny, too.
Yeah. Oh, we never did Mr. Nanny?
Nope.
Wow. Yeah, we got to have our Hogan exploitation, man. We got to do that and Suburban Commando. And then maybe Twin Sitters.
I guess this could have ended with Fletcher going to freaking prison because of all the stuff he does here.
Yeah, how he didn't go to prison, I'll never know.
Yeah, I guess the original ending had him in prison and Max and the wife come and visit him.
It's not really a happy ending, but it's more realistic. Look at this. This is so reckless, and it's just... Like, he would be a flight risk, man. This is almost like terrorist stuff, you know?
That's what he ended up going to prison for, yeah.
He broke through the TSA. All kinds of shit.
Do those even go that fast in real life?
No way.
Those ladders?
And he just knows how to work all the shit. Like he doesn't struggle at all.
He knows which seat they're in.
It's your dad. He came to see us off. Wave.
The odds of him picking the right side that they're sitting on.
Yeah, he doesn't fucking know. This is so stupid.
I always laugh at the shot where he shows up, though.
Thank you very much.
Huh? What a cunt. Ouch.
Take me.
Why was it too fast? Too fast. She's moving to fucking Boston with him. It's too fast to say I love you. Isn't that weird? I want to see like the giant 70-inch TV that's behind Fletcher, you know, with that like fake background.
It's probably just a blue screen or something. That'd be terrifying going that fast on one of those.
Yeah, it'd be terrifying. It's so top heavy. You get flung. Well, he does get flung.
Yeah. There's someone on the wing. What if he got sucked into the motor? You ever see that video? Like how he gets sucked into the motor and he lives somehow?
A guy did?
Yeah.
Never seen it. How is he beating the plane? How do you speed up faster than the plane?
He throws his shoe at it.
Wouldn't that put him in danger if they stopped it? Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe not.
They probably wouldn't have stopped that fast.
Yeah, that was a really quick stop.
And they were really close to the end of that runway. They should have been flying by then, probably. This shot's funny. He could have played Nosferatu, dude.
No, he looks like one of Kevin Arnold's friends in high school, and the one with the pig nose. I always think he looks like that guy. I don't know. Or he might look like Kevin Dillon.
His lip, that little Elvis lip, kind of looked like the actual creature from that episode of The Twilight Zone.
Oh, dude, no one does the Elvis lip better than Belial.
Yeah. That was a good commentary, dude.
That was a great commentary.
I was thinking about making that one of our promo. think I'm going to now that I got the Blu-ray and I can just use that
we
rip.
do need to make a promo though. We need to make a promo. And you and Mac and Zach, you guys should have a promo too that we can throw on these podcasts as well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know how they'd fit on the commentaries, but I want to start doing the regular podcast again where, like, I listened to, the Mac and Zach, the newest one where you guys were just shooting the shit, just talking.
Mm-hmm.
That was great. The way you did that and the way you edited it with all the commercials and, the songs in between like, it was cool. It was really good. Like, I'd love to bring back the classic podcast more regularly. Like, every week, I would like to keep the commentary thing going, but also do like a regular show too, like back to back. Even if that means like the regular podcast is kind of short, Yeah. So we can kind of do both. For now, that would be great. And then, with those types of podcasts, we can put in the promos and stuff, and we can put in all the fun stuff. But that's what I'd like to do. And, hopefully next week I'll ask River, cause hopefully he'll be on board. And even if he's not, I say next week we start kind of doing that if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that format. I just think we should always just shoot the shit. Just talk about whatever the news is that week with anything, Yeah. And then whenever we're done recording it, we'll title it, and I think we'll naturally just kind of fall into a main topic, something, I don't want to think about it too much because I think when it's a shooting the shit thing, they're the funniest. Think about it. That podcast we did, we were making fun of Corey Feldman, that news bit when he was on TV. That was just us shooting the shit, and it turned into a big Corey Feldman thing. It was fucking hilarious.
When does he find out in the movie that he can only do it for 24 hours? Was it whenever he went and talked to him at the school?
Yeah. And remember, he gave him a cake. You just have to wish it back. No. The wife told him. Do you know what your son was doing? He was wishing that his father couldn't tell a lie for 24 hours.
Yeah.
And him naturally was like, well, that must be it. He must have put a magic spell on me.
It says in the trivia that they never even, they knew they were never going to explain why the wish came true. And I was just like, of course. He fucking wished it. It came true. You don't have to explain that.
Stupid, man. Does he have to go meet like a shaman or like somebody like in the Gremlins movie?
That's something they would do if they made this movie now. You ever notice, like, whenever they make a prequel to like a horror movie or something, there's always those people that kind of defend it. Like, yeah, we didn't know exactly the origin story of Freddy in the first movie. It's like, we didn't need to. We figured out his origin story throughout the entire series.
This movie's not the strength of its believability in its story. It's just the slapstick. They just need a reason to get Jim Carrey in a weird predicament so he can be Jim Carrey.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, some horror movies are the means to an end is something that gets you scared and some good kills or whatever. Who cares? Want to cut the cake, Dad?
I'll do it with my boner. And then your mom can lick the icing off.
And while he watches, fucking sick, dude.
That's what he wished for.
He's holding the camera. Max. At least they didn't do the cliche, I wish for a baby brother.
What if they made a sequel where fucking Jim Carrey had a pair of rollerblades just attached to his feet and he couldn't take them off now?
Oh, it's fucking stupid.
We had to see him go through his wacky hijinks at work, rollerblading down the fucking hall instead of walking.
Your kids still rollerblade? I don't think so. Is there anybody out there that's listening that's a millennial? Let me know. I
used to go to the skating rink when I was really little.
Yeah, we used to do that shit like through middle school, up until middle school. This is
funny.
Yeah, it's a very memorable credits. It should be like, usually we have nothing to talk about during the fucking credits. It's hard. God, she's so hot.
I just want to bust a fat ass nut in her face.
I mean,
that was a sneak peek at a joke that would have been on Mac and Zach.
For this, you will pay a terrible price. Like, that's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like this is only funny if you can see him from behind. Like, he's such a fucking man-child.
This is pretty funny. It's so stupid.
A goose!
I love that. I usually laugh more at the fact that the camera guy just kind of pulls the camera up like that because he went over his mark.
Yeah.
What the fuck? How'd he get on 10?
The fishing reel. Fucking stupid. They should have kept us in the movie. Stupid. We're just fucking watching it now.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. We're at the end of the movie.
I was just watching it the whole movie pretty much.
In your bra.
He put me up to it.
Oh, I guess his name's Tom Shadyac. She just called him Tom Shadyac. That's funny. Yeah, it's classic 90s Jim Carrey. Where have you gone, Jim Carrey? What happened to you? What happened to you? I would like to do the Ace Venturas. I think those would be fun.
Maybe it's time to make a Liar Liar 2.
It's about what he has to do now. I mean, he's grasping. But let us know what you thought of it. Obviously, I think what we do next, we should start digging from the request pile a little more. I think we should do maybe more of a horror or an action or some other type of movie next, because I don't usually like to do back-to-back comedies. But so we'll figure out. We got a few requests in there to do stuff like that too. So we should pick one of those for maybe more of the genre thing, and then maybe after that, Zach, I should finally just suck it up and do fucking Biodome, man. Just get it over with. I mean, it's gonna be this big inside joke that I just keep talking about it. You know. Maybe I should just get it over with. but yeah, anyway, let us know what you think about this. Throw out some more recommendations as well, and leave us more feedback on the YouTube and comments. I'll try my best to read some of that, and share us with your friends. Like us, subscribe, all that stuff. We want to keep being able to do this. We want to do this every week. We love doing it every week. Let's grow the family. And, of course, revivalhouse.net, the website is coming fairly soon. And, don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes. That's huge. And leave us feedback on iTunes, because that's where most of, our listenership is going to come from. Obviously, if you're listening to us on YouTube or whatever, head over to iTunes, check us out and check out some other cool podcasts on iTunes. And, leave us some feedback there. Give us the old 5-star rating or whatever. That definitely helps out a lot. Or whatever their fucking metrics are now. I don't remember. But Zach, do you have any final thoughts?
Fuck her right in the pussy.
Up your nose with the rubber holes. All right. Adios, guys. Until next week. Bye.